Hello, for today's topic, I wasn't really able to record much, gameplay or, chalkboard stuff, so I just put together whatever I had, and hopefully this is enough so I could talk about whatever I want to talk about here. Recently, I got a comment. I'm not going to show this comment, but I still find the topic to be really, really interesting. This person basically spoke about God and, eternal suffering and etc., and saying, why would God allow us to be sent there? And I want to go ahead and talk about judgment for a second here. It's important to note that nobody's going to hell specifically for ignorance from God. That's the thing. For an example, if you're raised within a Muslim household and you're never taught about the true Jesus Christ, you don't even have a concept or picture of him. So while I can't definitively say how God is going to judge people, God is a just God and he judges people differently. Everybody differently, in fact. There is a Bible verse which actually proves this, and the Bible verse actually states it is better to not know God than to know God and to deny him. You see, babies go to heaven because they're not being introduced into sin, and sometimes it's like that for certain individuals who just haven't been introduced into sin. But as human beings, we know right from wrong. We have the law within our heart, and that's exactly what the Bible verse means. When we gossip over one another, when we covet, when we commit idolatry and all of these other stuff, we know exactly how it feels because we have that feeling that it's wrong, even if we don't exactly know what's wrong about it. If you were to punch somebody in the face, even if you didn't know God, you would still know that's wrong because we have objective morals. Even within different societies who don't know God, they still know that murder is wrong. They still know that cannibalism is wrong in all of these other societies. And even when different people commit cannibalism, they either do it for survival purposes or cultural purposes, which are still wrong. And they have the ability to know that these things are wrong, but because of the people around them slowly contriving to these things, they no longer have a moral compass. They are far from God. And honestly, the only thing we could really rely on is God speaking to them because they know these things are wrong, but people are doing it around them. So since they don't have God, then everyone will come to know him. That's exactly what the Bible states. Judgment will happen and they will be judged differently. As somebody who speaks about the Canaanites a lot, I feel as if I have to actually speak about them because the Bible states, that they got rid of them, but the only people they left were the women and children. These children were literally being introduced into bestiality, homosexuality, and all of these other terrible things, and also pedophilia. And the thing is, they had other influences within their life. They could have went away from this evil, but quite a lot of them decided not to. So God saw that it was wicked and he sadly had to destroy a lot of it, leaving only the women and children. And it just shows that despite all of this and knowing that they were being introduced into this stuff, God still spared the children because he knew that they were different than a lot of the other ones. Adults have more of a conscience to decide right from wrong and children do not. And that's exactly why the Bible wants us to have the innocence of children. And you're probably saying something like, if the law is within our hearts, then how can that law change? And it's not that it changes, it's that people are so indoctrinated that they can't follow that. When you're so far from God, then nothing in your life is good, and the things that are good are going to be very temporary. So yeah, be more like LeBron James.